maybe I should mention how long it feels like it's been. This is the chaos that ensues me right now. I can't believe how many books I have. It's actually freaking crazy. But I'm hoping that once I actually go through everything, it's not going to be as bad as it looks. And a lot of this stuff is like empty boxes, so I think it just looks worse than it actually is. Having everything on the floor like this just makes me feel like such a hoarder, and I hate it. So I'm thinking I'm going through all the books I have too, and if there are like some zines and stuff that I feel like I should pass on to someone else now, I will probably hold a sale or a donation thing. So you may have noticed the change. This is going to be my studio room. It's quite big, so I'm really excited because I'm going to make an area just for traditional art, probably in that corner, and then a packing area as well, which is probably going to be in this area. And then like books and stuff will be on here. This is my desk right now. So I've purchased some pegboards so I could hang like art supplies and stuff on the wall. So I'm actually building this bookshelf right now. I kind of realized how cheap it feels compared to the other bookshelf I own. And everything's held together by these wooden dowels. And it makes me a little concerned because it doesn't feel like it's that sturdy. I'll try not to overload it too much with the books I have. I've also bought quite a few of the accessories for this unit. So things like the drawers you can make, that's what that is down there. And some inserts for shelves. I think one has a pegboard too. I've been doing so much like DIY stuff lately. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it a bit. After a couple of mishaps, the shelf is finally built. I just posted a picture of my pegboards on Twitter. I barely started anything. This is just a placeholder for now. I've bought a bunch of these hooks and stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out how to arrange everything. So this is the one I'm working on that's going to be for packing supplies. So things like tape, stickers, labels, trying to think of what else I use. Business cards, I don't know yet. I need to see what I've got. And then I want to put another one up here, but I'm not going to do it yet until I build my drafting table, which is this thing. Yeah, I wasn't really going to vlog anything, but people on Twitter were asking about the inserts on the bookshelf. IKEA actually do their own, which has the pegboard as the door. So it looks like this. For now, I haven't really got space for envelopes and boxes and backing board, but because that type of thing constantly changes depending on what I have in the shop and like what I have left over, I think it's okay to just put it in a pile here, even though it doesn't look the best. It's November. Still don't know when a vlog's gonna come out. I'm just filming very small clips here and there. But yeah, I'll catch you up another time. I'm just working on stuff. Hey. Today we're going to be building the drafting table that I bought a few weeks ago. I've been saving the process because I wanted to film it, and I hadn't really had like a good chunk of time where I could dedicate to that. So here we are finally. I'm pretty tired today, so please bear with me. I don't really know how the film is going to go either because it's been a while. But here I'll show you the box. It's pretty heavy. So this is a drafting table or an artist table. It's one of those ones that have like a slope that you can adjust, so it's more ergonomic and better for your back. It has a glass top, this one, so it doubles up as a light box. I've cleared the space for where I would like to put it. I think the tabletop itself is the size of the box, or just a little bit smaller, so I'm going to have some space there, where I'm hoping to put my printer. My like desk and workspace is over there. I also have a nice, well, not nice right now, but I will have a nice packing area here. I've started to like put things up that will help me with that. This corner is like clutter corner right now. Also over there is empty boxes. Just save them because I feel like I could use them again, but who knows, I might recycle half of them. This is my bookshelf. It's still a work in progress, and that's also a bit of a mess over there. It's just random stuff. And another pegboard that I want to put up above the artist table when it's been built, so then I can like hang art supplies on there and it will look really cool. It's taken me so long already to get the room to this point. At first I was like full steam ahead, and I spent like 2 weeks decluttering and like cleaning up and everything. and now I'm in the process of just like slowly bringing things together. So I actually want to have like a reading corner here. I've had to put things on hold because I mean I can't just be working on the room forever and not drawing and not doing work. So it's a slow progress, but it will get there eventually. Lately I've been thinking I should reopen my shop just for people who want to buy stock that I already have right now, like the books. But at the same time I can't imagine myself having the time to pack orders. I will be preparing the shipments for the key plushie soon. Hopefully the whole batch is going to arrive next week. There was a delay because the material of his jacket, they had run out of stock. They had to source a new material to match it, but the color was slightly different. They sent me like 2 different ones, which I wasn't that happy with because I felt like they were too dark. And then they sent me another type of material that is actually lighter than his current jacket, but it's more like a muted color, and I feel like it matches with his original jacket anyway, so I'm quite happy with the new color. Here, this color here. This is much more muted, so I think it'll be fine. And then I'll be happy to close that chapter. Like I said, I'm pretty groggy today, so let's see how far we get with this table. I'm surprised it feels like it's been this long because in reality it's only been maybe 2 or 3 months. Actually yeah, it's like a quarter of a year. So I finally had my dental work done. Kind of. I still have to go again in February. I hate going to the dentist. I just hope that I can, after February, I can just like not have to think about it ever again. It's not that I don't look after my teeth, but I've had to have like corrective type of work done on previous dental work that I had whilst I was young, whilst I was like 10 or 11. So it's just like correcting that stuff. So yeah, making sure what I get done now is good, and so I don't have to worry too much about it for the next 10 to 20 years. So I've been focusing on my health a bit, and I have just been working on my zine very slowly, and I'm also studying Japanese, so there's that as well, taking up my time on a daily basis. I feel like this year I was like going through the motions a bit, and now I'm steadily building back up again. I'm still struggling sometimes. Some days I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. The more I work on my zine, the more I realize it's going to take me longer than I hoped. I hoped I would have it finished by like end of January, but I think that's too optimistic at this point because of the quality that I want to achieve with it. I'm being quite picky, and I know I want to make something that I'm really proud of. So I kind of feel like it might take me like a good half of a year. But the other day, I did apply for a table at Dokomi, which is being held at the end of May this time instead of June. Because of that, it gives me like a kind of a time frame to work towards at least. So I know I can't spend like over half a year doing like working on the zine, because I'll have to have it printed and ready by then, and hopefully have pre-orders shipped as well. Or maybe that's an ask. I don't know. Well, it's not going to be the only thing I'm working on. I'm going to work on like smaller merch as well that kind of supplements the zine. So that stuff I should be able to like work on whilst I get the zine ready. But yeah, for the meantime, I'm kind of just like floating on savings, and maybe I'll make a small sketch zine with the drawings I've done this year from 2019 and put them online. I think I'll probably offer it as a PDF for now, and if people are interested in a physical copy, I'll consider printing it as a physical copy, but I don't really have solid plans for that yet because I don't really know when I'll have the time to compile all my sketches, because I still wasn't organized enough this year to put them all in like a clip studio, what are they called, like book form? I can't remember what they're called. In Clip Studio EX, you can have a book file and it's one file, but within that file it compiles loads of different pages, and each one of those pages is a different file, if that makes sense. I wanted to work that way this year, but I just didn't. I'm not that organized yet. I'll keep it in mind for next year, but I really hope I can like doodle less and draw more intentionally. But yeah, let's build this table before it gets too dark outside, and I lose motivation to do it. And put some music on. This looks complicated. Here's the glass tabletop. It's heavy. I'm gonna put this over there so I don't smash it by accident. It doesn't seem like too many parts. It doesn't seem that complicated, but let's try it. Alright, so I've yet to put the, what do you call it, the storage accessory part on the side, but everything else is on, attached. This is really loose. Screws I received with it were too big for the holes. I've used my own screws, but it's really loose. I think the screws I have are slightly too long. It feels quite sturdy, but I'm just super nervous about it because it is glass. This is the brand. Stationery Island. It was pretty straightforward to put together. I mean, I could do it, so I'm sure you guys could do it. I've just figured out what this thing is. When the table's at quite an extreme angle, you can prop up like your papers or whatever you're using. Here on this thing, it's not very, this isn't even the high, like the most extreme angle it can go. Maybe I could show you. Whoa. Okay, so that's the most extreme angle. I don't know if you'll ever use it like that. Maybe you would. I mean, if you put magnets on here and look at that. It feels really sturdy. This is the lowest angle. Very, very cool. If you're sat down at this, maybe this angle is probably the best. Though I might have to lower the feet. So the height is adjustable too. At this height, it's probably better for someone taller than me, but it's fine if I was standing. I think I'll have to adjust it as I use it more and see what works best for me. Really need to fix this. Yesterday I went to see Promare and I can't stop thinking about it. Please watch it if you can, if you're able to. It's so good. Okay, I want to show you this thing that actually arrived yesterday when I wasn't here. A new tablet. It was sent to me by XP Pen. I've been conversing with them for a while about this tablet and I wasn't sure when it was going to arrive. I'm actually going to film the video, the unboxing part of it right now. They also sent this to me. I have no idea what it is. I think it's their 14th anniversary. It means they've been around for a while. Longer than I expected anyway. So I'm going to be opening this on the video as well. I need to set up my mic because it's been a while since I've filmed anything with an external mic. I'm not sure where to put the camera. Because this room's still like a mess, I don't want the video to have a really messy background. So I might just use the bookcase as my backdrop. It's a screen tablet that's actually bigger than my iPad, so I'm pretty excited to try this one out. Okay, I'm gonna show you the process of setting up. I don't have a fancy setup. I don't know where my tripod, like my tall tripod is. So for now, I'm just using this radio that I have and a box. So I just finished filming that unboxing. I can't say it went the best. I'm just super rusty at doing stuff like that. But hopefully I can like edit it into something coherent. I've just posted on Twitter and Instagram about the model. I'm asking for your questions about it because then it will help inform the final review. And hopefully it'll be like more useful for you guys. Because I do think this is a legitimate option for people who are looking for a cheaper alternative for a Cintiq. And I know it's still like quite a big investment, so I'd like to like answer as many questions as possible. Sorry, my throat's going really weird. But yeah, I'm gonna tidy my desk a little bit and then set it up. I hope I have enough space on here. Tempted to make a coffee. Yeah, I'm just on Twitter, staring at Promare stuff. I actually already doodled fan art. Well, fan art. It was like a really silly doodle. I don't know if I'll be able to have time to finish it right now because I have a lot on my plate. The plushies will be arriving this week, I think. This morning I ordered the postal boxes for them. I was measuring the sample I have and making sure he'd fit. And I think he fits quite snugly in a way where it's good because then I don't have to waste like extra material padding out the box too much. But I'm also just a bit worried if it's too tight, but I don't think it is. I left a bit of wiggle room, so should be fine. Last week I ordered new business cards because I ran out. They're holographic foil business cards. The design isn't super special, but I just wanted to try out what the print was like, so I only printed 500 of those. So I'll include those with the plushie orders, and then the rest will be used in January or whenever I reopen my shop. Oh yeah, I've also been thinking about moving my shop from Shopify. I said before that I was just going to use Shopify first and test out their 6-month free trial and to see if I like it and then form my final opinion. It's been 7 months. In October my trial ended and I closed my shop in October anyway, so I switched my plan from plan that it would have been on, which is, I think it's I don't know what it's called, but it's like $29 a month. From that plan to a dormant plan, which means that you can have everything on your account, all your products saved and all your information, but you can't sell on the account. You can't open up the shop basically to customers, so it's just kind of dormant. That plan's just for if you're going on holiday or something. Not that I'm on holiday, but I knew I was going to close my shop for a few months, so I switched to that plan, which is $14 a month currently, so I'm just paying that for now, and deciding if I want to switch to a different platform. My friend Grace, she sent me 2 alternatives that I'm going to be looking into, and then there's also Squarespace. So those 3, and then maybe any others I come across. I'm going to sign up for like the free trial and see how I like the UI at the back end, because I feel like that is super important for me, because like Shopify's dashboard is really infuriating for me. I just find it really clunky and old and it's not good. I don't feel like it's very intuitive. There's probably better alternatives. Even though the Shopify app is really good for the amount I pay, I should be happy with more satisfied with the overall package. At the end of it, I might still stick with Shopify, but I won't know if I find something that suits me more unless I try other things out first. So that's happening too. I'm gonna have to spend some time doing that. I'm gonna set this tablet up. It's gonna be dark while I just closed my canvas, but I quickly was testing out the tablet, and oh my god guys, it's so good. I'm really excited by the possibilities of this. I will be testing it over the next few days before I do my final review. I feel like this is going to make my painting life a little less painful. It feels very natural. I've already noticed there's a lag and latency, and maybe not lag but a latency, and there's definitely some parallax, but I mean with these type of screen tablets there always is, so I don't think it's bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Definitely something you can get used to. But of course it's nothing like how the iPad is, but it's not meant to be, because you get more precision with this method because you can see the size of your cursor. So I feel like I actually draw much more accurately on this tablet than on an iPad. And I also noticed that you can't make strokes as quickly as you can on an iPad. It might be dependent on your laptop. Mine is kind of old and slow. There's a caveat there. However, I think that's a good thing for me right now because I tend to draw too quickly when I'm drawing on my iPad and I undo a lot. So I think drawing slower on here and being more precise is actually a good thing. So that's why I'm really excited. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna eat dinner because I'm starving and I guess I missed out on my coffee, but oh well. It's gonna be a busy week. This just arrived. I didn't realize it was gonna come so quickly. It feels like everything's kicking off again. This is my box of key plushies. I'm really nervous about the consistency. I'm gonna be checking them all individually to make sure they're okay. Oh, I'm nervous. Alright, I'll show you. I always want to make these drawstring bags for the plushie so that he has some place to live in. Got an extra. This one looks fine. Oh, it's really nice quality. Trickywagon on the back. Okay, remember trick, guys. I'm comparing him to the sample that I have. I actually think he's cuter than my sample. No, he's cute. He's really cute. This side of his point is defected. I know there's going to be things like that when it comes to a bulk order, but it's not really something I wanted to deal with. It's actually quite different to the sample I had because his points on this one are really good and they're bigger as well. Although I do feel like overall this one is cuter than the sample because of the tweaks we made. He looks like more derpy. His pants are really big as well. I'm gonna put the shoes on. Yeah, the shoes still fit. That's good. Hopefully he stands as well. Yeah, he stands really well. So this is the new jacket material. It does feel more like a denim type of material. This was the original one. It's more plush-like in a way because it's brighter. The texture's completely different. I do like this one too, to be honest. But I'm still happy with this colour. It's a bit thinner though, this material. So one of the things I wanted to get rid of was like the bottom part of his chin. It also means there's less room for the scarf. Just not a big deal. I'm gonna take a look at the other ones just to reassure my mind a little bit. Here is the sample I have and here's the final. He's a bit smaller too. It's like his big brother. This one is so much cuter. I think my plan will be to undress all of the plushies, pick the ones that are the best, and then pick out the clothing which is the best too, and then put them together, and those will be the pre-orders that I send off. I wish I just left the bag plain because I really like this yellow. I know for me, like, I really enjoyed some parts of this process, but overall it's just been quite stressful and difficult. It's not that the end result isn't worth it, because I think the end result is really worth it, but it just takes a lot out of you. This one has a hole in his head. I already knew that when the bulk order arrived, there will probably be inconsistencies within the batch. This one's cute, it just has a hole in his head. Oh, I'm also really picky. If I ever make plushies in the future, I think I'm just gonna make the one plushie. It's a time-consuming and expensive endeavour. This one has a lopsided head. Look, you can see it from the back. Oh my gosh. So I've opened 10 so far, and I feel like 5 of them are good and 5 of them are not so good. So I'm thinking half the batch might be okay, at least, I'm hoping. It's really annoying because this one would have been fine too, but with his embroidery here and this hole in his face, I can't give that to somebody. These ones are the good ones. When you receive him in the mail, his head might be squished a weird way, so just squish it back, and that's what I did to this one, and he looks cute now. Yeah, I'm mostly disappointed by the points because a lot of them on the side, the points are just squished completely down. There's nothing I can do about that. It's really sad. I don't know, I'm going to think about what to do, what steps to take next, and I guess I'll let you know. Overall though, I think he's looking quite cute. Scary, isn't it? I've yet to complete this section and the pegboard, but this area is going to be my dedicated packing area. Lining them up. Army of keys. I just got these boxes in the mail and I've taped one up, but it's the perfect size for the plushie. I'm probably going to pad it out a little bit with either bubble wrap or tissue paper. I have loads of bubble wrap from like packages and parcels that I've been sent. I'll probably use it for these parcels. So I'm going to fold the rest of the boxes today. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to finish dressing the rest of the plushies. I've separated the plushies into the ones that I'm happy with, the ones that are maybe, and then ones that I'm not that happy with are in that box over there. There's quite a lot of them, which makes me kind of anxious, but and these ones I'm happy with too. I've also noticed that some of the hoodies aren't great either. I have yet to go through all the jackets, but I'll be doing that tomorrow so I can finish dressing these ones up. I actually went through the trouble of dressing each one and like redressing it if I felt like the hoodie wasn't a good fit, because each hoodie is slightly different and also each plush doll is slightly different. It's actually worth it to mix and match the garments to see which one looks the best with each plushie. I'm happy to do that because I feel like I want to give everyone who pre-ordered and supported this project the best version of the plushie that I can give to them. After the jackets are going on tomorrow, I'm gonna cut the scarf, so I need to make the scarves, and then put them in the dust bag. Also include the shoes. I'm just going to pack those separately and then pack the whole thing in the bags that they came in as well, so that they are water resistant, and then pack that in bubble wrap that I have down here, and then they'll go in the box and then they'll be shipped. Oh wait, I'm waiting for my business cards. It's currently Saturday. The post office isn't open on Sundays anyway, so hopefully the business cards arrive on Monday and then I can ship everything out early next week. And yeah, that will be the pre-orders done. So a massive thank you to everyone who ordered one of these plushies. He will be arriving to you very shortly. I'm kind of nervous about the whole Christmas post time. I really didn't expect it to be this delayed. I wanted to get the plushies out earlier to avoid the rush, but hopefully everything will be fine and nothing gets lost. I've yet to think about what to do with the remaining plushies. I'm definitely going to email the supplier about certain things which aren't acceptable, but some of them are not too bad, so I'll probably discount those slightly and put them on my shop. I really don't know what to do though. Here's the first key. He's all dressed up. I'm going to cut the material for the scarves. Just for this first one to see what length I need. This is the material I purchased a while ago for the new scarves. It's different to the one that I had on the sample. So it's more like a fleece. And then I also made all the pre-order boxes yesterday, so they're ready to go. Here he is, complete with his shoes and scarf. Feel free to redress him how you like. He looks so cozy. Looking cute. This is how the packet arrived. Not the best. These are my new business cards. My holographic foil one. Shoot, they look cool. Oh, the holo is so cool. I only went for a little bit of holo on the design, just because I wasn't really sure what to do, and I didn't have like a lot of time to make the designs. Oh, I think the holo came out really great. Just adds that little bit of edge. I printed these with the foil, I can't remember what it's called, the foiling co. Oh, they're called the Foil Printing Co. I'll link them below. The custom service is pretty good. I've never received this size of a box before. I always get the half size, so this is nice. I like to reuse these boxes, but I have so many of them. The print quality itself isn't like fantastic. This company, they specialize in foiling, so their prices are quite decent because that's all they do. So I was looking at the equivalent of this type of style but on like printed.com, and even with like a discount it was still more expensive. Depends what you care about. I think the card is 350 grams as well. I'm really happy with it actually. And now I can pack the key orders. They were all good to go. I've got everything now. Yay. Okay, saying goodbye to my little army.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. To slow the ride, discover books I forget about, but who care for the world now? Rest with me, close the curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax. Breathe my fear, loosen my bed.
I have 6 different camera batteries, but I don't know where half of them are, and the ones I've been putting in here are very low in battery, so this one's gonna die in any second. give me a minute. Finally one full battery. So these 3 are dead, I think. I'm charging one, 3 of them are dead. This one is a maybe. The one in here is full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. I only have 5 then. So I need to charge those and check this one. Okay, no, that one is also dead. It's been so long since I filmed regularly, so I haven't been charging these because I'm just like, meh, I don't need them. I'll charge them today. Okay. So here are the 6 boxes of sketchbooks. So I always get asked about who my supplier is for sketchbooks. I'm just going to say on the vlog that I'm not that comfortable with disclosing who. Mostly because I think it's important to set boundaries, especially as someone who spends a lot of time researching and speaking with suppliers and also doing lots of like samples. That type of thing is quite time consuming, I guess, and it's very personal too, like your own particular standards. Aside from that, I also think that those who do ask don't really understand that you have to order a large quantity to reach the minimum amount required to actually make an order in the first place. The shipping for these alone is over $500. There were 2 other shipment places that we sent the sketchbooks, so in total actually our shipping was over $1,000. We placed about the minimum order quantity. Yeah, I hope you understand. I don't want to like gatekeep or anything like that. I just hope you understand from my point of view. I'm sure if you're determined to make this type of product that you'll find a way to be able to create it. If you are starting out, then honestly I think you're better off sticking with like prints or small merch like pins or charms or badges, stickers, stuff like that. This is Pen's design. Looks really nice. The colours look amazing. My lights are pretty dim right now, so I should probably turn those up. Yeah, I will count those for you, Pen. I always seem to get your design first. This is the remainder. So this whole box is just Pen's design. Easy. I'm just sending you this whole box. Alright. I don't know if you can see anything. Actually, over the last month or so, I've been working out a little bit, so I do feel a bit stronger overall. I'm hoping to like have an easier time at conventions. We're carrying a lot of books because last year it was heavy, and I did struggle a little bit. So I think if I work out a bit more this year, I can be like hench enough to carry on my books. Ooh, these are big. Oh my gosh, this size is amazing. Oh, look at this size. I'll compare it to the previous key book. So this is the previous size, the A5 square, and this is the new size, which is the A4 square, is what I'm calling it. And look at these colours as well, the difference. Arguably this is also very pretty still, but these are more accurate to the original painting. This is the other supplier that I had. My new supplier is the one who has more accurate colours. I'm so happy. It's so nice. Holy shit. It's really nice. Okay, I have to count everything and check everything's okay. Also with my new supplier, I managed to ask for a white band, so a white ribbon, so a white elastic band that will go over the whole design. And then inside is a yellow ribbon for like bookmarking your page. The ribbon is yellow. So I think just having that choice is like really good. This is my new design. Okay, now we're talking. Here it is. My John and Key Dorky High School band design. Here is the back. Sorry about the reflection. The colours are astounding. I'm so happy. I feel like this is just the ultimate. Oh, this is so worth the wait. So here are the reprints for Men's Vacation. I really liked the colours last time. Yeah, the colours look really good. It's just that there is blurring again. I'll have to check all of them, but yeah. Men's Vacation restocked. These should last a while, and maybe I'll have some for the cons as well in the future, this summer. I am confirmed for Dokumi in Germany again, so really excited about that one. Hopefully I can do MCM London, which is the week after Dokumi. That depends if I can get a table. So just to give you a little size comparison, here is the A4 square and here is the A5. So what I mean by A4 square and A5 square is that the A5 square is the length of the short side of an A5, and the A4 square is the length of the long side of an A5, or the short side of an A4, if that makes sense. And it's a little confusing. So A4 is like this ratio. The short end is this one on the top, which is the length of this as a square. I hope that makes sense. I mean, I don't really want to call it a 210mm by 210mm book, square book. It's just a mouthful. So A4 square is better. So I'm just going to use A4 square and hopefully it catches on. If you would like any of these sketchbooks, I will be posting them on my shop, which has been closed since October. So I know it's been a while. I've been working on Sketches 2019 too, and I hope to put some footage of that in this vlog. I haven't vlogged any of it. I've almost done all the layouts. I just need to redraw a few things that I'm not entirely happy with, and then I'm going to add colour. I'm planning to ship everything out by early March. It also gives me a bit of time to work on my other zine. Okay, I'm not going to say when it's going to be out because I have no idea, because things always take longer than you expect them to. But this year, I mean, I can comfortably say it'll be out this year. Honestly, these are so pretty. I couldn't have asked for a better print on this. I need to check some other ones, but this print is so sharp. These come out better than the A5s. Like, I haven't seen a blurry one yet. I mean, I haven't checked that many, but Yay, my life's gonna be chaos again. It's gonna be a good year. I'm taking it easier this year, I think you can tell. But I'm just like working on other things in my life rather than just focusing on work constantly and like burning myself out, which I inevitably did last year with the plushie. Like I'm working on like other skills, acquiring other skills and building up my health, eating better, working out, that type of thing. And I think it just takes time to adjust to a new routine. Still obviously producing artwork, but I think it's a more healthy, balanced way of doing it. If I'm happy and calm in my own personal life, then I think it will show through my work in a positive way. So that is my focus this year, and my theme this year is consistency. So it's the year of consistency, about building small daily habits that will add up over time. You know, that's just your life. Like your habits dictate your behavior, which dictates your life. There's probably a better way to word that, but yeah, maybe you get what I mean. So I've just been doing a little test on the sketchbooks. This is the A4 square one, the new one. The paper's the same as last time. It's 180 gram smooth art paper. So this is what watercolor looks like on it. I'm using the St. Petersburg White Nights watercolors. They're like in between student grade and artist grade, so there's still quite a lot of filler and less pigment in these. So if you used higher quality like artist grade watercolors, they'd be much more vibrant. I mean, you can get these colors quite dark if you want to, but I stuck to more lighter values apart from the blacks because I didn't want to ruin my drawing. But I did layer quite a lot of water on some areas, and it has buckled a little bit, but there's no show through, there's no bleed through, so really pleased with that. So you can draw on both sides with no problem. This is Copic markers, so I tried Copic markers because it's highly requested, though it's pretty standard that alcohol markers bleed through regular sketchbook paper. So here you can see it shows through. I'm going to be doing a gouache test on this one tomorrow. Here are little watercolor swatches as well, and also water-based markers too, because unlike the alcohol markers, the water-based ones don't bleed through. The paper is really smooth, so there isn't a lot of texture. It's been a while since I watercolored, but I used to do it quite a lot. You might have seen it if you've watched my sketchbook tours. I will paint you tomorrow, Key. Looks a bit weird on camera. Okay, I just finished the gouache test. I messed up the scarf here, so I'm really sad, but I'm pretty happy with how the face turned out. I was quite nervous about the fine details. I was also using a 4, I think it is. No, it's a 2, but even this wasn't fine enough. I think I need a smaller brush. But I'm happy to say that the gouache does not show through at all. So it's reasonable to draw on both sides or even paint on both sides. The only thing is that you can probably tell that if you do add layers of water, it ends up buckling the page a little bit. There isn't much you can do about that when it's in a sketchbook like this, but I also find that's quite normal with sketchbooks, so it doesn't really bother me. Also, like when you close it, when you keep it shut, it evens out the pages a little bit. I'll also include pictures in the descriptions of each sketchbook. You can have a closer look from the photos. I haven't got the right consistency for gouache yet. I'm not that experienced with it. I just kind of winged it. But I like how I laid this black down. That was very smooth. This was really grainy because I mixed it with this pearlescent colour, which I probably shouldn't have done. And I was also using this tiny ass palette, which was not really a good idea. So the only thing that bleeds is Copic markers, which is expected. I also tried the Pentel brush pen, which is an ink-based marker, and that doesn't bleed at all. Let's see, that would be in this area, but all you can see is the bag and this bit that I bent. And then I tried some midliners because they're quite popular, and also Tombow brush pens. But any water-based ink is completely fine, it won't go through. It's just the alcohol ones. Hey everyone, I thought I'd update quickly about the sketchbooks in case this vlog goes up before March. So thank you everybody who ordered from the shop when it opened again on the 24th of January. So all the sketchbooks sold out within a day. I was super surprised and overwhelmed by all the support. And I'm really grateful because I haven't updated on YouTube for a while, so I thought, oh, everyone's forgotten about me. I think I've stocked enough sketchbooks, but yeah, I clearly didn't again. But thank you so much for the support. For those who missed out, I will try and restock the designs that I had. Actually, I really did not expect the key one to sell out that quickly because it's been quite a while since I released the first batch, but I suppose the new size is quite appealing, so I will restock him again. But both Mental Vacation and the All Day sketchbook, the John and Key sketchbook, they sold out super quick, and then Key sold out overnight, so still within a day, which is crazy. Yeah, I should definitely try and stock so that it will last over a few days. But I tend to find that, I'm not sure if this happens for most people, but I tend to get an influx of orders during the shop launch because that's when I announce when it's going to open, so people kind of expect to place their order if they want a sketchbook. But after that, the orders tend to dwindle over the few days following, and then they pick up again during the last few days when I'm just about to close the shop, if there's like a pre-order going on or something. Though I don't really know because I've never had a steady stock of sketchbooks. It's difficult to stock these type of items because of the high upfront costs. Anyway, I thought I'd just quickly show you how I'm packaging these. I just bought these A4 book wraps and I've trimmed the side because they're a bit too wide so that the books don't shift too much in the post. I'm going to try and do this for the remaining orders for the corners and possibly for my new zine as well, depending on how many there are and what packaging I decide to use, because I want the corners to be alright. So this is like the new packing corner I've been using, though it's a little dark here and there isn't a lot of space. And also I've made it smaller because I actually prefer to stand up whilst I pack orders. So I've tried to just use a table on top of this table, but this table is really small, so I might eventually get another standing desk for this corner, but we'll see. It's workable. It's making me move a bit more around the room because then after this step I go over to my drafting table to do the labels. Feels weird recording. I really don't know how I managed to film and edit so many vlogs last year. Like, I think I've got around 20 vlogs and that number's insane to me. I always thought, oh, about once a month is doable, but it's actually not. With orders like these, I would wrap them in bubble wrap and then put them in here to protect corners and stuff. However, because I'm trying to have plastic-free packaging, I've had to do this alternative where I tape the corners. However, I also do have this huge box of like bubble wrap that I received myself that I save, so I think I'm just going to use that next. So if you do get bubble wrap, just know that it's not like new bubble wrap, it's bubble wrap that has already been used before, because this is not that practical. I can imagine this is going to be annoying to open. I'm very sorry. I'm going to briefly mention my Patreon Discord. Currently we're doing these studies every week, so actually every 2 weeks we are working on a topic together, and we're currently working through like anatomy. I'll post details about this below, but here is the blurb if you want to just pause and read it. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's quite active and there's always like messages every day. We have added quite a lot of channels right now. We drew together on DrawPal yesterday. It was really fun. And we also have things where you can like share your work and ask for critique and collaborate. And then I have like my own little section with whips and stuff, but I don't really update that much. For now, that's the only tier I'm offering because I want to keep Patreon quite low maintenance, because when I tried to launch my Patreon last year in May, I think I took on too much for what I was already doing during that time, so it just didn't fit with my schedule. So for now I've just stripped it all down to the Discord and it's working really well, I think. These are some other arm studies I did this afternoon. Yeah, I hope to do a little bit tomorrow if I can after the gym, but I probably won't unless I get more orders packed right now. I'm just being so slow. I need to get into the rhythm of it because I haven't been packing orders for a while. I don't have like I don't have a system for it yet, and especially when all the orders are different in like small ways. I'm hoping I can streamline everything for March to when I do pack the zine, so I guess it's good practice. Let's scroll through everyone else's work for a second. Everyone's stuff is amazing, so yeah, it's definitely super motivational. So if you'd like to be a part of that, I'll leave my Patreon link below. You can go check it out. I'm trying to vlog more, but I don't really know what to say. I'm just going about my day-to-day. It's a bit of a late start. I'm gonna go to the post office and drop off the parcels that I packed yesterday. There's about 50, I think. All of the tracked ones have been sent, apart from one, and I've also updated the tracking numbers. So everyone who ordered something that's not on pre-order and who had tracked shipping, you should get your order confirmation. And I'm gonna finish the rest of the standard shipping packages today. So probably by the time this vlog's out, which I don't know when it's gonna be, they'll all be shipped out. So I'll just have pre-order orders after that to pack, but I won't be able to do anything with those until the zines printed, so I will update you then. Alright, standing like this is really difficult. I quickly mentioned this on Twitter, but I guess I'll just put it on the vlog. So for a lot of this batch of orders and the last batch, I've reused packaging that I had previously saved up from receiving it myself. So I've reused it. Some of them aren't the most eco-friendly, but I feel like reusing them is at least giving them another life cycle before they eventually do end up going to the waste. So overall, I think it's worth doing it, even though the packaging isn't as pretty as getting a new one. So I hope you don't mind if you do receive one of these packages. Some of them I've had to butcher and trim and stick together practically just to create the right size. They do kind of look questionable, but don't worry, it's just because, you know, I've had to make do with what sizes I have. And yeah, I just really hope you don't mind. I'm sure it's understandable. But yeah, I just thought I'd quickly mention that on the vlog. It's not styled or anything right now, but I got my hair cut the other day. I finally got around to actually editing a vlog. It was a little spontaneous, but I just felt in the mood to do it, so I thought I'll just blast it out. So thanks for watching up until this point. It's a pretty long vlog as usual. I just wanted to quickly mention one thing before the pre-order ends. My new Sketches 2019 book, zine, is on pre-order until the 20th. Yeah, the 20th of February. There's like a few pre-order bonuses that you won't be able to get after the pre-order's over, because I'm only going to order that set amount that I get. But if the printer gives me extra, then I guess I can include those. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I'll put like on the screen the details, but it's just my shop's just trickywagon.net. I've been asked a lot of questions about when I'm gonna be restocking sketchbooks. My plan is to have them ready by the summer conventions around May or June, though I can't really guarantee anything because with the whole pandemic situation it's difficult to predict what happens. I'll just have to wait and see, and I'll keep you updated. Hopefully things will improve by then. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, see you next time, whenever that's gonna be.